All right, this has been sitting on my desk for 2 weeks now. This is out of Puerto Rico. A funeral home in Puerto Rico has embalmed the body of a young man and put the corpse on top of a motorcycle. Now, if you've not seen this, gentleman, do a Google search for man buried on motorcycle or man motorcycle on funeral. Or if you want to see the video of this funeral or moving around, you can go to YouTube and search for dead man riding. And that will get you that. I'm wondering what other types of unique funerals. I'm gonna do a Google search for unique funerals and see if something comes up.
This is Jill, and I can help you.
Hey Jill, how are you today?
Great.
I was calling because someone had done a search for me for unique funerals, and your name came up here at the top of the list. And
wow.
Yeah, and I even looked at your website, and it looks like you have a unique funeral section. I've not gone through to find out exactly what stuff is available, but I was interested in something very unique. Did you hear about the thing that happened in Puerto Rico about the gentleman who was at his funeral? He was on a motorcycle. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you get into that world, is that something that you guys would be able to do, or is that too outlandish for you?
We've never done it, but I would love to try it. When I was in school, we did put someone in a recliner.
In a recliner, okay.
In a recliner,
Okay. Well, what I'm thinking about, I don't necessarily want to be buried on a motorcycle myself because I'm not a rider. But I have a company out in that's in Boston that is willing to build a hydraulic system for me. And it's something that kind of mimics like an air balloon. Have you seen? I mean, you know what the air balloons are, like when the people are up in the sky. This technically wouldn't be an air balloon where I would be floating around, but it would be a hydraulic system that mimicked that. And I want it to be sitting inside of there. I want glasses on because I don't want anyone to be looking at my eyes. And my hands would be in some sort of position as though I'm working the controls. And the system would actually go around and dip down and come back up, and I would instead of the people coming up to the body to view me, I would actually like to go around the room to greet the guests that are there to see me off, if that makes any sense.
Wow. I don't know if how would they install the hydraulics? Would it be something at the base of the unit, or something that would have to be installed into the ceiling, or how would that?
According to what they said, a crane could be placed in a corner.
Okay.
And then the system, and I could be using the word wrong when I say hydraulics because I don't know about this. I only know about computers and stuff. But a crane is placed in the middle, or not the middle, the edge of the room, and it's extended out. But there's enough of a base on it so that it doesn't tip over. And literally, the rows would be spaced out. So you would have like maybe 10 feet in between each row, and then I would physically go in between each row very, very slowly so everyone could look at me. And I during the actual eulogy, I would just be kind of floating around the perimeter of the room. And then one last time, I would go and greet everybody again before they left out.
That would be interesting. If our building, if we could make it work, we would make it work. Are you from Iowa? Or?
Yeah, I'm not in Iowa now. I'm in the Chicagoland area now. But I wanted to find a place that was open to this type of an idea so that I could, get the information to the people that are helping me out and have them work with you maybe on the specific details.
As long as it was safe for people that are here in attendance and, safe for us to work with.
Yeah.
We would be open to that.
Okay. But
like I said, it has to be safe. And
of course. Yeah, we would not want to do anything at that point. I mean, I'm not worried about my own safety because at that point I won't know what's going on. But I still have to worry about, the safety of everyone else.
That's right. And I also wouldn't want the chance of something malfunctioning and your body be desecrated either. Be damaged, your body be harmed.
I hear what you're saying. I guess for whatever reason I don't care, but I'm really weird in that regard. Like once I'm gone, I just don't even care. One of the things that we wanted to do before we even got to that idea, there's a lady down in Florida, in the Tampa area, who had come up with this idea. I've never been skydiving, and I won't go while I'm alive. She literally wanted to take me skydiving right at the point of my death. Have you ever heard of anything like that? Do you know if that's something that would be possible?
I haven't heard of that. I have never heard of that.
Because I was thinking that if we did that, perhaps the funeral could be in an outdoor location. And many times when they do the skydiving thing, they know about where they're going to land. And I was wondering, I don't know how that all works, but if we could have me land in a specific spot, it would be great if I landed right in the middle of the funeral procession. Or right in the middle, like the funeral starts, they say something like, he's going to be here in just a couple of minutes. And then a couple of minutes later, here I come, emerge out of the sky, kind of like a superhero with a cape or something like that. I land, and then there you go.
I'm trying to think around here where we would do that. It'd have to be in a field somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm sure that
near the funeral home.
Gotcha. Huh. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the
embalmed?
people. I'm sorry.
You would be embalmed and then come down.
Yeah.
From the plane? Okay.
Yeah, come down from that. And if I'm going to do it, I would prefer to have some sort of a cape thing on it just because I know that the air is going to, make it move. And I just think it'll look cool,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to have my assistants look over the paperwork that I have. Since I at least have your attention, I'm going to give them your number. And can I have them ask for you specifically?
Sure.
What's your name
any
again?
of us here. Any of the funeral directors here.
Oh, any of the funeral. Okay, great. I'll have them contact you in the next couple of weeks in order to really work out the details to see if any of this is possible.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Well, I guess we at least got some resolution there on a couple of my ideas, though I do want to get to that funeral parlor in Puerto Rico, find out exactly what they can do for me.